Self-awareness. That has little to no meaning to a lot of people out there. There have been things that have been going on as far as people saying that victims are victims and that perpetrators of any type of crime should be taught not to do the crime, instead of victims not taking the self-preservation to avoid the crime in the first place that was committed against them. Now look, I'm not victim shaming here, but I'm going to bring up a couple of things here. And if you easily get triggered by some shit, then either leave right now or be prepared. Because if you have something to say to me, then say it to me. Don't just downvote and run. Have a fucking debate, okay? So, look. When I'm in a certain situation or if I'm in a certain place, I have a responsibility for myself to be aware of my general surroundings and what's going on with people and objects around. Now, don't get me wrong. You are not going to stop everything, okay? But the way that criminals work is that they work the same way that wild animals do. They work by stalking prey. They look to anything or anyone that is vulnerable in a certain situation. Now, what's fucked up about that is that there are certain things that you just can't avoid. But for the shit that you can, you should at all costs. Okay? We already know. Many people are, look, people are taught, people are told, people are commanded that stealing is wrong. Okay? People are taught, commanded, told that fighting is wrong, that violence is wrong. Okay, look, breaking into shit is wrong. Rape is wrong. Murder is wrong. People know that shit already. Please understand that. Do not fight the fact that that shit is not already being taught to people, to children, to society as a whole. All of that shit is wrong. Okay? No one is apologizing for that. No one is saying, yeah, steal shit. No! No one is saying, yeah, break into shit. Oh my God. Murder! Yeah! No! No one is doing that shit. Okay? So, look. Let's just say this. And I've never been in this situation, but maybe someone that has, and I apologize if you have, but I'm just going to bring something up. Let's say this. Let's say I have $10,000 on my person, okay? On me. $10, either in $1 bills everywhere, or if I have hundreds, or if I have a big stack, or whatever, okay? And I decide to walk home for some fucking reason, okay? All right. I'm walking home. Now, I shouldn't even get that far in the first place, but that's besides the point. I'm walking home, and money is tucked away somewhere. No problem. But I come across two paths. A path of light and a path of darkness. They're both going to eventually lead me to the promised land of my home, but there's two paths there, okay? One is safe, one is immediate danger. As a person of common sense and logic, you should know which one is which. And for many of you that's saying, no, don't go down the darkness, don't go down, nope, that's not relevant here, okay? So I go down the path of darkness. And instead of being extra weary, extra careful, extra aware, it comes to the point where I get totally fucking arrogant. Oh, it's quiet. It's too quiet. Ain't nobody here. So I decide to celebrate the fact that I have 10 grand on my person. So I'm walking down the street and let's just say I get out of hand with this. I'm walking down the dark street with this money, la dee da la la dee da da. If I'm walking down a dark street, why would I make an announcement like that? Why? Why would I do that? Why would I put myself in a situation? Why would I just announce to everybody or anything that could be hidden and that anybody that could have been following me in the first place? Why would I shout all of that? Why would I put myself in that position? That eliminates all common sense and logic here. So let's say if right after that, guys jump out of nowhere and just, yeah. Okay, that happens to me. I get jumped, I get pummeled, I get pissed and shat on, I get raped possibly, and then eventually I get found and I get taken to the motherfucking hospital. Okay? Yeah, I'm in the hospital all bandaged up. And tubes coming out of me and shit. And I get visits from my friends and family at this time. Okay? Now, they come and visit me. They hear the story. My friends, especially, are instantly going to think, why the fuck did you go down that path of darkness with $10,000 on you? You could have called me. I could have came and picked you up. I could have maybe walked or skipped with you. Why didn't you go down the path of light? Why? That is not victim shaming, okay? That is just asking common sense and logical questions at that point. Why? Why would you choose to go down the path that... No. Why would you choose to do that? Now, that equates to almost everything in society that goes on as far as people playing the victim when they could have prevented shit before it escalated to a certain point. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are at home and if someone breaks into your house with guns and shit like that, look, there's hardly anything that you can do at that point. Okay? This is not all about that. Especially if they break down the door, break windows, or enter your shit and do things to you against your will. That is fucked up, okay? Once again, it's totally wrong, and everybody knows that. And there's hardly anything that you can do about that at that point. This is not the issue here, okay? I'm talking about motherfuckers that are at home, that leave their doors unlocked at night, leave their windows wide open, no screens, whatsoever, or they're already at home and then they're going outside. Yeah, money. Yeah, money up in here. Yeah, why would you even announce that shit? I don't give a damn what your house looks like from the outside, but if you go outside and announce that shit while holding the money in your hands, why the fuck would you do that? Why would you even put yourself in that situation in the first place? The thing that I am sick of, I am tired of people playing victim when there's absolutely nothing that they should be playing victim for, that they could have stopped it. And then there's the other side. There are people that are playing victim when they're not even a victim of anything. Let's say the internet. I don't give a damn what you call me. I don't give a damn what you say to me in any of my videos on my channel. I don't care. You want to know why? Because people should have the expressions and the freedoms to say and do. Look, you can type and say what you want to say. I won't care. Now, if it escalates to a certain point, then yeah, I will report it. I'll go to the FBI, go to the police, whatever, and then they will trace the shit and they will be coming after you. It's just as simple as that. So if everything got to that point, why are not the proper authorities being alerted? Being a professional victim, pisses me off because it takes away the actual victims as far as how they feel. It spits in the face of people that were actual victims of a lot of crimes out there that couldn't prevent shit that was going on. That were, okay, like I say, if someone comes into your house and just breaks in and starts beating you up and does all kinds of shit to you, or if someone comes into an establishment and say everybody down and just takes money and jewels and shit, that is fucked up. So anybody that goes online and claims just outrageous bullshit when it is bullshit and doesn't report it, or they just want to play victim in order to just get the sympathy treatment, fuck that. I don't give a damn who you are, male or female. If some bullshit happens, then escalate that shit to the proper authorities as soon as fucking possible if you feel that your life and your existence and everything that you have and own is at a fucking security risk. Let me put it to you this way. If you're driving your car, heaven forbid heaven forbid this happen to anyone because this type of shit's fucked up. But if you're driving your car and, okay, if you see smoke coming from the hood, then pull over and you deal with that shit accordingly, okay? Now, if you're driving and if you see fire, it's too late. You should never wait until that shit gets to that point. Okay? Never wait until the shit gets to the point where you can do absolutely nothing. You handle shit accordingly from the beginning, from the get-go. Don't let that shit escalate. Don't let that shit go to the top. Don't let your life or anything that you have or anything that you love be at risk. You pay attention to your surroundings. You will nip that shit in the bud when it's just at the lowest form possible. Don't take shit to the extreme. Don't be a victim without anything happening to you just yet, but be aware of your surroundings, and it's all about self-preservation. Self is the key word here. It's called self-preservation for a reason. It's called self-esteem for a reason. Okay? Please do not add to all the bullshit that goes on, either in the media or online or just out in society as a whole, because shit will just get worse and worse and worse by doing that. I just wanted to share my thoughts and reasons on the situation because it's like, look, I see it everywhere now and I'm getting sick and fucking tired of it because people, you have a choice at the beginning. You know that shit can happen to you if it gets to this point. So why did you start? Why did you start? And why do you think you're above shit from happening to you? Fuck that, okay? So please, if you have any questions or comments below, feel free. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on that. So this is the theme. And I'll see you later. Credits.